Would you give $100,000 to someone you met 3 weeks ago? I wouldn't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final recap and review of the Traitors US Season 4, Episode 11.
Do have fun. If you can.
And I guess a little bit of the reunion, too.
Hey, listen. Thank y'all for riding with us. You rode with us all season, and you've made it here to the final episode.
Yes.
Episode 11, the finale of Traitors.
We appreciate it.
We do.
This has been so fun. Y'all have been here supporting us. We even got to talk a little bit during the finale in the group chat. That was fun.
You know,
I enjoyed it.
We love it, y'all. Thank you. And I mean, I guess the only thing to do is get into it. If you don't know, we have a podcast, but you should know by now if you've been watching all these weeks.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check it out on our YouTube channel and also on all streaming platforms that you stream your podcast. So that's iHeart, that's what's it called? Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, all the places you get your podcasts. We there, baby. You don't worry about it.
We're there.
We also on Pandora. Don't forget. We got podcasts on Pandora.
We're everywhere. Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever.
Don't you worry about us.
Click the link. The link gonna tell you everywhere we are.
It will. With the Traitors Season 4 finale.
Oh, sorry, we forgot to introduce ourselves. We're your hosts. I'm Frenchie.
I'm Nika.
I'm Wes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take over. So whenever it comes to the Traitors finale, we last ended on there being it's not a murder in plain sight, but more so a murder
In front of everybody.
So same thing, but different thing. You understand? And you have all the contestants lined up. You have Johnny and Tara. You have Mara. You have Eric. You have Rob. And you have Mark. And there's Alan standing outside the castle. It's nighttime. It's nightfall. There's a coffin. And there's a ring of fire to accompany it. And Alan announces who will be murdered for this next, round and how it's going to be done kind of not in plain sight, but in front of everybody. So the Traitors, Eric and Rob, go back and they say, you know what? Who are we going to murder? We only have these two options. Let's see who it is. They don't tell us. That's kind of how the episode ends. So this finale episode, begins with us figuring out who the person who was put in the coffin is. Alan didn't waste any time.
I mean, we jumped right on
jumped right on into it. Everybody was standing outside. It was a little nippy. You could tell everybody had their coats on, ready to go.
Hold tight.
Yeah, hold tight. And Alan was like, the Traitors are going to murder right now, and they already have picked someone for murder, and I will announce that person who will be murdered. Whenever they are announced, they will step over said ring. It's not on fire yet. Step over the ring of almost fire and get into the coffin and be murdered. Yes. With that, Alan announced that the Traitors decided that night to murder Mark.
Oh no.
See you in hell.
See you, Mark.
Like we said.
Listen to us, okay?
Like we said.
Get with the winning team.
Give it the winning team. And like we said, the Traitors agreed to murder Mark. Mark is like,
Mark said, see you in hell.
See you in hell. Gets up in that coffin and gets murdered. The ring of fire ablazes, and congratulations to the finalists because they have made it to the finale episode of Traitors.
Yes.
With that, we go to breakfast. Breakfast is very quaint. It's not as many people, obviously. We started with 18 people?
23.
My God, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy how we've gotten to this number from the 20-something that we had.
Yeah.
But it was moving really quickly. But, breakfast is quaint. Eric is the first one to enter. And then also Mara enters. Both are very excited to be in the final. Yeah. And they're kind of just talking about being in the final and who it might be and all that stuff. And Rob enters, and immediately he walks in, and he says hello to the fellow people who are next to him, his crew who he's been riding with this whole entire season.
Yeah.
And then he sits down and says, Johnny and Tara.
Right.
They got to be next.
They're next.
Got to be next.
No matter what.
And right behind Rob comes Eric. Yes. Got to be next. You're right. Mara's sitting in between the both of them. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
But she's a little confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, cool. Great. Okay. Mara is a little confused, though, because she's like,
As always.
I was just
Right.
talking about how I feel like it's not Tara, and now here I am, and he's saying, and he's pushing Johnny and Tara in my ear, and I don't know what
I'm
it
a
is.
little doubtful.
Very trusting. Mara is if you want a loyal friend,
Mara.
if you're out there and you're like, God, it seems like all my friends are just, no matter what, they're just not loyal friends. You get you a Mara.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell Mara the house is on fire and I said it. And Mara will be like, but did you really?
I don't think it was you.
I don't think it was you. It couldn't have been you. With that, obviously Mara's a little confused, but as she always is, Johnny walks in next and Tara walks in right behind him. Eric kind of brings up Mark's murder to the table. And, Rob is quick to jump in at breakfast and says, it could have been him or me.
50-50.
50-50, me or him.
And that was also a little interesting to me because I was like, first of all, I don't think that you were on anybody else's radar, but especially the quote unquote traitors. But the picture that Rob was trying to paint was Johnny and Tara, the traitors, and it couldn't have been me or Mark because we are the most likable and the most trusted people in this castle already.
That's why they wanted us out because we are so trustworthy.
Most likable and trusted equals you could be mostly a traitor, but hey, not like anybody. You eliminated all the smart people.
Yes.
I mean, at this point, the strategy of traitors is eliminate everybody who you think might be smart enough to figure out a shit.
Yep,
for sure.
Johnny and Tara kind of get together after breakfast and they agree that the traitors are Eric and Rob. Johnny is the one who kind of goes to Tara, talks about it. Tara is agreeing with him. Yes, it is Eric and Rob. However, they are outnumbered. There are 2 of them. There are 3 on the other side.
Yes.
So they need to divide and conquer. I didn't see much divide and conquering because the only person they divided, but whenever it comes to conquer, Tara just went to go talk to one person.
Yeah. I mean, who do you have?
My thing is,
when you think the other 2 are traitors, you only have one other person left.
No, there's always another strategy. And for me, I really do feel like a strategy could be getting someone, i.e. the traitor that you feel like you say you want to push Eric, okay? Push Eric as a traitor. For instance, if I was Tara, obviously, Tara, you're a woman. Go and grab Mara. Y'all can chop it up. I, as Johnny, would have grabbed Eric and be like, listen, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I really think that you are a traitor. But I want you to think about this. Who is going to take you to the end? Do you really feel like Rob is going to take you to the end as a traitor? Like, do you feel like he's going to protect you? Because if anything, you can win this game no matter what.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not.
But do you really feel like Rob is going to protect you to the end? And at the time, I feel like he thinks that he felt like he did.
He did, for sure.
But I would have divided and conquered. I would have left Rob right there by himself to just sit and think, wow, one goes to work one and one goes to work the other. That way Eric can get doubt in his, you have to create doubt by 2 ends, not just one. Yeah. Because then it's not reasonable doubt, right? It's kind of like, okay, we are giving Mara this quote unquote doubt, but then Eric and Robert is finagling around.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. I wanted someone to get into Eric's ear because you can't get into Rob's ear. He is a stone wall.
Oh, yeah.
But I really wanted someone to get into Eric's ear and be like, listen, I think that you're a traitor, but I also want you to think that I think that the traitor who's with you is not going to take you to the end. So really think about your moves and what you want to do. Because you could have also flipped that vote at the table and flipped it on Rob. If you would have got Eric, if you would have convinced Eric, right?
True, very true.
Not like Eric is smart enough to...
Because then you're going to be like, then it's going to be 3 faithfuls against just little old me, and you already think I'm a traitor? No, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's what they get for not being able to strategize this in a way, because they could have already done this without voting out Natalie. Had they just
stuck to the plan.
Had they just stuck to the plan. Now all of a sudden you guys are like, oh, I regret that we got out Natalie and she wasn't a traitor. She was a faithful the whole time. And oh my God. And it's like, yeah, you guys brought that to her table.
Yeah.
And then just left her out and then voted her out too.
And it made no sense.
On top of everything, and acted like like you didn't bring shit to her, and she put her trust in you.
Yeah.
And now you guys are on this episode like, oh my God.
And they were holding
They
on to
outnumbered
things.
themselves.
Yeah.
Literally.
They were not
So that's what they
thinking.
get.
That's on Johnny and Tara. Y'all had a chance to really stand
They
in the
did.
light with Natalie, and you chose not to, and you made a bad move. And
'Cause they
from then,
could've
it
gotten
was
them.
all downhill. We knew whose game it was the moment that Natalie was gone. I
Yes.
said, y'all still had
That
a
was your
fighting chance with
chance.
Natalie. Now,
Nothing.
you have nothing. This could have been a crazy season if y'all just would have stuck to your guns, but you didn't.
Because they
You
were
did it.
right there. I was like, ooh. And then I was like, but they got that tendency to be like, I don't know.
They're not strong in
They're
their
not.
mindset
They're
at all.
not,
They don't
but
want to lead
everybody
anything.
has a gut feeling.
Right.
Everybody has one, and it's always wrong.
Always.
We learned that this season. That gut feeling is always
Baby,
wrong.
y'all got the bubble gut.
You must.
Man.
You must, because your guts ain't working right. Because my
Not
guts
working.
wasn't having what your guts was having. Maybe it's because I'm on the other side of things. I can see what's going on.
Right.
But I don't know. The
Definitely.
gut feeling is not that.
Not good.
Not at all. And yeah, that was pretty much breakfast / after breakfast banter. Rob and Eric pushed Tamara heavily. That is Johnny and Tara, but leading with Johnny because Johnny's the most boisterous out of the two. And then Tara pulls Mara to the side and she's pushing for Eric. So Mara's stuck in the middle as she always is.
But she said Tara is so convincing, though. Her argument is really good. And now she's starting to think, I don't want to think it's Rob, but
Eric has
could
been
it
quiet.
be? And
Right.
Eric has been quiet, and it's kind of starting to make a little bit of sense to me, but I don't know.
Lord today.
She don't know.
She don't.
Know that.
Don't know.
With that, it's time for the mission.
The mission. Alan comes in to tell them they're going to go out with a splash, basically. So they go outside and Alan tells them that he needs 2 volunteers to go into that. And then there's a helicopter flying over. They're like, oh my God. They're all freaking out. Mara's like, ooh, helicopter. Yes.
I wanna
Get
go
me
in
on that
there.
thing.
I'm going to get on that thing.
Want to get on that thing. So the 2 volunteers are Rob and Mara. And we're instantly like, fuck.
You fools.
Because I feel like they needed her to not be near the one person that she keeps trusting that is an actual traitor. But they didn't. But Tara and Johnny didn't want to get on the
helicopter. They didn't
I
want
don't
to get
blame
up
them.
there.
I didn't want to get on the helicopter either, but I also
I
feel like
would've-
for the game,
Yeah, I would have.
somebody better get their little skating ass up there.
Yeah, they needed to be split up. They really needed to be split up. So
How you keep the alliances together?
You put her with her strongest ally up in the
Literally.
air where you cannot hear what they're
Alone.
talking about. They're by themselves. They get to strategize. You don't know what they're talking about up there.
And Alan was like, anyone can volunteer. I would have immediately been like, Johnny. I'd have been like, for me, I'd have been like Tara and Mara.
Yeah.
Why not? But then I also know that Tara couldn't go on that.
She couldn't get on the spinning
spinning
thing.
wheel.
Yeah.
So I don't know what people's medical situations are. Because if that's the case, then Tara and what's his name?
Eric.
Really couldn't have got on that thing. But I mean, I feel like if you could fly on an airplane
They would have been
to
fine.
the Olympics.
Yeah, and I feel like they would have said that, like they announced in the last thing, like because of your medical condition, you can't do this. But
Yeah.
that was the only time in all the competition, and they did some strenuous shit. That was the only time that a medical condition stopped them from doing
Yeah.
anything.
That was the only
so,
time.
yeah.
So with Rob and Mara being in the helicopter headed to the lock, that means that Tara, Johnny, and Eric are in the car headed to the site that they need to be at. And Tara immediately asks Eric, oh, do you have any suspicion of Rob and Mara? And Eric's just like, yeah, maybe it could be.
Once again, y'all, Tara coming to someone
Tara.
saying, "Hey, what do you think about these 2 people?"
Maybe. Yeah.
I also don't think that was a smart game move either, because all Eric had to do was go back in the house and say, hey, Tara
Thank
got
you.
y'all's name on her
Literally.
lips.
Hello.
The one person who you're trying to gain trust with is Mara. Do not ever bring up Mara's name. Let
Right.
someone else bring it up. Don't bring it up yourself. Or even let Johnny bring that shit up.
Yeah.
But you don't bring it up. But
Yep.
no,
Yeah.
you did.
The players get to the lock, and Alan explains to them the game, like what they have to do for this mission. And basically, the players have to, Tara, Johnny, and Eric have to get in a boat and race to different location of buoys that have chests on them, and they have questions inside the chest about like the past players that have been banished or killed, and they have to put the correct answer to the player that they think goes with this question. But they have to connect with the people in the helicopter, which are Rob and Mara, because they're going to be dropping down money to go with the prize pot, because they want to get as much money, but they have to make sure that their answers are correct. So they don't want to drop like $9,000 and then they get the answer wrong.
Because you can wage. There's like different wage amounts that you can get with the answer. So
yeah. So they didn't want to. So of course they're in the helicopter, like, okay, like kind of trying to strategize how they want to do it, because they want to make sure they get this right, because they want this money. So let's see.
Mara also tells Rob in the car. So yeah, Tara came to me and she said, "You immediately."
Yep.
My God,
That's her homie.
that's her. I just don't. Yeah, they really didn't see how this was all just absolute end game for them once Natalie was out. Like their game was over once that happened.
Yes.
I can't even use that as an excuse. I'm not even going to use that as an excuse, because I think you could definitely see it. I don't know. They just didn't want to make the move. Let's say they were trepidatious to make them. They saw the shit. You saw what Rob was doing. You believed that Rob was it. You could have went to bat and got Rob out.
Yeah.
You chose actively not to, but it wasn't like you didn't see it. You saw that shit. You just didn't want to be a burden or a bother or I don't want to be the first one to bring it up. Okay, so then you will not win. Point blank, period. But I'm not even taking they couldn't see. They saw it. They knew what they were doing.
But I think they saw that they were going to be able to prevail in the end and win. And
how?
That
With no numbers.
They truly thought they were going to convince Mara to get on
They
their
didn't.
side.
You cannot convince me that
They really thought.
You cannot convince me that in one day, Johnny and Tara, after they didn't convince her last time, thought that we could. There's no way. I can't. They just. I really think they did not want to make game moves. They just were. Once they had that one little flip up at the round table where they took lead and it ended up being a faithful, they were like, let's actually just get back to what we were doing, which was being quiet. And that's exactly what they did. But I don't think you can't convince me, especially with how divided the house was. There's no way you thought Mara was turning on Rob. And yeah, she turned on Eric in the end, but it wasn't going to be at the expense of keeping y'all two.
Yeah.
Even like, when would she ever choose y'all? Never. So that's why I'm like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see how they saw that she might choose them when she's literally never been aligned with them ever in any way.
Them folks really thought.
No.
They said
They didn't think. They just bullshitting for the cameras.
We have our points. I'm telling you, girl. Believe me, girl. It's him.
I think they're just too trusting. They're way too trusting, and they're very delusional. They're living in delusion. But whenever it comes to the reality of things, no. Bullshit.
In the helicopter before the challenge, Mara did briefly mention to Rob about Eric and how she's suspicious of him. So the challenge, they have 45 minutes to get these answers and get this money. So Eric, Tara, and Johnny, they got to race down the lock to their first buoy to get to that chest. The question is, who was the last person to have a coffin in their grave? And the answer is Mark. They get $500, and they get that one correct. And on this one, they were cautious on the first question because, again, they get to wage how much they want to send down, but at the same time, they want their answers to be correct, so they want to be cautious. So they got the first one right, and the next question, they're like, let's go for it. Like, whatever the question is, let's just put, the big kahuna down. So the question is, who was sat opposite of Jan Jam at the black banquet? And the answer is Colton. They dropped down $9,000, and you get that one correct. And they're like, oh, shit, hell yeah. And Rob, before they dropped it down, he's like, if we drop this down this round, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Because, that's a lot of money. The next question is, which player started and ended on the shield at the second mission? The answer was Caroline. They got that one correct. $3,000 in the pot. The next question and the last one for the chest is, which housewife has received the most votes? Lisa fucking Rinna.
Lisa fucking Rinna.
And on that one, they got $12,500 added to the pot. So they made it. They got like 5-ish minutes left, and they've completed what they were told to
The whole
do.
mission. Got all the answers right.
Yeah, they completed
got
the mission.
grand.
They got everything. They get over there to Alan. And Alan's like, hey, y'all, what's up? Y'all got some time left? I'm going to stop the clock. They're like, what? Yeah. Don't you want to double that?
No.
Don't you want to double your money?
Don't you want to double your money? Look, you can double your money. I'll add $20,000 more to the pot. But the cards that you need to open this chest right here on this island is out there in the water. See that orange thing floating over there? Y'all got to get that. That's the key to open this chest.
Yeah.
You need 2 of those cards, and they're both over there. They're like, oh, okay, but we're right here. He's like, but they're not.
Yeah. Them two up in that copper chopper.
You see
Copper
them?
chopper, they gotta jump on out.
Yeah, they got to jump. Somebody got to decide who's going to jump out. Mara is instantly like, hey, I can't swim.
I can't swim.
So,
Rob's like, all right, I'm a Superman that. And Mara's like,
you know, Rob, Superman, he worked his ass off.
he did. Rob has like 5 minutes on the clock to complete this challenge. So he's swimming. He is swimming. And it looks rough. And it looks cold.
And it looks slow.
And it looks slow. And it looked cold. And he got there. And he swam back. And he has like seconds left. He makes it off the dock. And he makes it over there to the chest. And he slams the cards on there. And then boom, fireworks flame. He did it. And got the extra money.
5 seconds were left on the clock.
And he got the cards on there. And now the prize pot is $220,800. And now it's after the mission. They've got the regular mission done and the bonus mission done. Amazing. So now, you know, after the mission, usually the people that are like in teams are usually in the cars together. So Johnny, Tara, and Eric are in the same car, and then Mara and Rob are in the car. And Rob tells Mara, like, unless something crazy happens, we're going to win. Tara and Johnny are talking, and Tara is basically like, so it's Eric and Rob. Like, definitely. Because it's not us. I know it's not us.
Yes.
And I don't think that it's Mara. She's not on my radar, like, at all. And they know that they need to convince Mara, so Tara pulls Mara again. And Mara is nervous, and she's just like, oh my god, like, I don't. And Tara's
She said,
like,
girl, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to do.
yeah,
We're
she's
getting out
like,
Eric.
we're getting Eric. I'm following my gut. It's Eric. We got to get him out. He's a traitor. And Mara is stressed as usual. I don't know. She doesn't know. She never knows.
She never knows.
It is definitely Eric. And you know, this is crazy, but I also think Rob is a traitor.
She just knows that she trusts Rob. That's all she knows for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Eric, Mara, and Rob are talking, and Mara says, Eric, I'm not coming for you. I would never come for you. And Rob is in the confessional like, I see Mara lying to Eric, and the way that she's lying to him is how she's talked to me when we were talking about, you know, going to the inn together. And that's basically how that goes. And then we get to the round table.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. We got there fast.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, we got there fast.
Aren't as many people, aren't as many players. There ain't as much talk.
All good
I
with
wish
me.
that Johnny and Tara would have caused a little bit more commotion and actually just
They
stuck
should
with the whole
have.
group the whole time versus splitting up.
Splitting up and leaving the room.
Like, you really could have been with the
Yes.
group. Like, do you really think Mara, like, talk to her in front of them? Because at this point, we know what side everybody's on. Mara, do you really think that Eric is a faithful? Honestly. Do you? There's this. Like you gotta turn the house up in order to
you gotta drive it into
get some people scared.
Yeah. There's only 5 people left. You should no longer be doing the whole, let me pull you to the side for a chat.
Yeah, there's no need.
I'm putting it out right here on the table because me and my bestie, we are a team and we have the same thought process on who it is. We know that's who it is. So I don't give a damn. Me and bestie finna go all out in front of all y'all. This is what we think. That was something that I noticed did not really happen a lot at all this season. People did not really shake up conversations. Like, it's breakfast is like a very important thing. Nobody brought up really anything important at any breakfast. And then in critical moments before roundtables, I mean, we had Colton did the most work of anybody before roundtables. He was get that castle jumping. And then once he left, quiet. Nice. But anyway, we roll on into the it's round table time. So are we surprised? Of course, once again, Tara and Johnny, who have been sort of kind of semi leading a campaign all day against Eric. We get to this round table. Alan says, speak your piece. And it's fucking quiet. Tara and Johnny looking all across the table. Hello? Y'all need to talk first. Y'all have this whole elaborate plan that y'all are trying to steal away like one of Rob's biggest allies from. You're trying to steal her away. Y'all should have jumped in first, got this round table heated, and seen, what you could really shake up. But they quiet. So who talks first? Eric. Yeah.
The man in question.
The one who y'all were trying to get out tonight, he speaks first. Y'all already fucked up. So Eric says, I'm just feeling like a little bit torn. I'm feeling a little bit torn because I'm totally a faithful, but I'm going to just put this out here right now. My vote tonight is for you, Tara or Johnny.
I know I'm a faithful. I'll be very honest. I'm leaning more towards voting for either Tara or Johnny.
Either one. I mean, I'm just not really too sure which one of you it is or if it's both of you guys, but I have my suspicion that one of y'all for certain is a traitor. So I'm just saying it right now. Tara or Johnny, y'all have my vote for tonight. Then Rob jumps in and he says, yeah, piggybacking off that, Eric, because we just all thought, we all knew that you guys, Tara and Johnny were friends. We've already known that, but it was just kind of weird thinking back on like the entire game. Y'all had distance between y'all. And then all of a sudden in the last few weeks, right around the time that recruitment happened, all of a sudden y'all get kind of teamed up buddy, and y'all are extra like putting y'all friendship on display. It just, it's just a little bit weird. It's a little strange.
You guys were not really that close. I mean, obviously we knew you guys were all friends, but you kind of kept your distance throughout the whole game until I think you thought for sure you were going to get banished. And then you guys were like this.
So then Johnny says, well, I think there's 2 traitors. And I know it's not Tara. And Mara, I'm not suspicious of you at all. And it's like, but bitch, it's only 2 other people. Just say it's you and you, Rob and Eric. But
right,
no, he had to go through the
gotta be dramatic.
The theater. Okay,
gotta be dramatic. It's a show.
Tara, I know it's not you. Mara, I'm not suspicious of you at all. And so that only leaves, of course, Eric and Rob. And he says that Eric is been flying under the radar this whole time. He's been really, really quiet, and it just rubs him wrong. And he thinks, Eric is for sure a traitor, and that's who he's going to be voting for tonight. So Eric says, well, excuse me, Tara and Johnny. Okay, I may not have talked game with you 2, but I talked game with other people in this game. And those people are, he starts naming them off, and these are all people who have been found to be faithfuls. I thought that was so smart on Eric's part.
Perhaps I did not come to you directly. The people that I trusted, which were Mark, Kristen, Steven, Rob, they were the ones that I was confiding.
He said, bitch, all the people that I shared game with were all faithfuls. And Rob, who, of course, we don't know yet.
Right.
He has yet to be revealed yet. So at this point, it's like, okay, you can look at me as a traitor if you want, but all my people are faithful so far. So the only people that I think are traitors here are you two, and I didn't share a game with y'all. So look like y'all the traitors to me. And so Tara says, well, I really didn't want to say this, but yeah, Eric, gee, when we were in that car on the way to the challenge earlier, we were talking with Eric, and I don't want to tell you this, Mara, but Eric said your name. Mind you, once again, Tara, it was you. You were the one who started the conversation in the car. You were the one who came to Eric and said, so what do you think about Rob and Tara? And Eric's response to that was, well, I don't really think it's Rob, but I mean, I don't really know much about Mara, so maybe it could be her. I don't know.
But also, I just feel like if I was Mara and you're trying to get me to vote out somebody, why not tell me?
Thank you.
After the challenge, during the after challenge banter,
Thank
that he said my name.
Why
that
did you
way
say
I can
that?
go confront him. Like, did you say my name? And then if he flusters, I'm just saying. Just all of it. You wait till now to tell me this. How convenient during voting, right before voting.
Right.
Whatever.
Lord have mercy. So then Rob speaks up again, and he's like, "Can I just say something?"
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Well, I'm just gonna lay out my playbook right now for you guys, because I mean this is our last roundtable anyway, so I'm just gonna put it out there." He says, "What I think would be a great gameplay would be if the two best friends, right, Tara and Johnny, come into the castle. One of them is a traitor, and they have to hide the fact from their bestie that they're a traitor. And then around the time of banishment, you recruit your bestie, and now y'all can be fully on display as best friends." And that's exactly what looked like what y'all done did to me. So yeah, that's what I think.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Alan had picked one of you and then you had to keep this big secret from one of your best friends? On top of that, if one of you were a traitor and then did recruit, you're gonna pick each other.
And then he also says, and then on top of that, I really trust Mara and Eric, so I'm definitely looking at the two of y'all for traitors, right? So then it's time to vote. Eric votes for Johnny. Johnny votes for Eric. Rob votes for Johnny. Tara votes for Eric, and Mara votes for Johnny.
I'm sorry. Johnny.
Oh my God.
Sayonara.
Tara says, "Oh no." Oh my God, oh no. She really, I'm telling you, I don't know why she thought, but she really thought that they got Mara on their side with, no, you're wrong. And now you done got your ass voted out. So
She thinks it because she just started playing the game
Yeah.
an episode or two ago.
yeah.
Just a couple days ago in Traderland, because they film these episodes every single day. These
Yes.
people, this whole entire thing that took us a month and some change to get through.
Yeah, it took them 2
Took
weeks.
them 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks.
Literally.
So they just started hopping in a couple days ago. Like, I think we should probably, we're getting close to the end here.
So after the round table, of course, they're having banter. Rob is talking to Mara, and he says, so we need to get Tara out next. No matter what, we have to get Tara out next. And Mara says, okay, cool. I'm cool with getting Tara out next, as long as you pinky promise me that after we get Tara, we get Eric. You have to pinky promise me, Eric. Rob said, I don't want to do it to my boy, but
Yes,
pinky promise, pinky winkies, right? And then Eric comes in the room, and then he asks Mara, hey, I just want to be sure, like, are we good? Right? Because Tara tried to say at the round table that Eric kind of just like randomly said her name as a traitor or something like that, right? So he's like, I just want to make sure, check in with you, make sure that we good. Mara's like, yeah, we cool, we straight. Ain't nothing. That was nothing to me, right? And then Tara pulls Mara again to the side. Once again, why are you still trying to have private conversations? There's only 4 people left. But Tara says to Mara, like, so Eric is definitely a traitor. And I know you don't want to think about this, but Rob might be a traitor too. Mara says, I don't think it's Rob. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think it's Rob. I think it's wrong.
I just can't see it. I can't see it. But am I being stupid?
It's not him, right? So basically after that, they tell them get ready because it's the final of the season where they come together. They get, they have on their finale outfits. They're dressed up. They're at the little round circle table of fire, and they each have these little pouches where they have to throw into the fire. And this basically determines if there will be, banishments and things like that moving forward, and how they'll ultimately end the season, right? So what happens is we start off with the pouch burning, and everybody throws in a red pouch, which means we think that there is still a traitor here and we want to do a banishment, right? So they start to vote. They do like a little bit of discussion, and Tara just basically says, Eric, I will be voting for you because I think it's you. And Eric basically says, nuh-uh, it's not me. Nuh-uh, no, it's not. And then it's time to vote. So Eric votes for Tara. Tara votes for Eric. And then Rob votes for Tara. And Mara votes for Tara. Oh, who
Tara's gone.
Shocker.
The girl who you thought that you had, no.
Shocker.
Never. Literally, I find it so hard to believe that you think that she would actually come to your side after you literally have not been.
Thank you.
The whole game. You wait till the last day to be like, hey, girl, come over here.
Right.
No thanks.
I mean, yeah, if Mara was smart enough, but
Yeah.
it's Mara.
Yeah.
She ain't quickly thinking nothing.
All she was thinking about is what hat am I going to wear
Nobody
tomorrow.
is critically thinking. The only critical thinker in that house is Rob left.
Yes.
That's it. Eric, no. Mara, no. Tara, no. Johnny, no.
Arr.
No critical thinkers except for Robert. His name probably not. It's probably ain't even Robert. I don't even know what it is.
It might be.
I'm just gonna say Rob. Rob. I got so passionate. I had
You
to say
did.
the full name. But Rob, yes.
So, of course, with this, Tara is now banished. And now it's just Eric, Mara, and Rob. And so Eric is feeling good in his head. He is like, oh, yes, we are about to basically, kind of just trick Mara about this motherfucking money, right? So it's time for them to throw their pouches again. Eric throws a green pouch, which basically says, I want to end the game right here. I don't think there are any more traitors. Let's just stop, right? But he don't know. There was a pinky promise that happened just a couple hours before, and they get to Mara's pouch and it's red, and Eric is like, huh? What the hell? And then here comes Rob's pouch, red.
Let the flames reveal your decision.
I made a pinky promise, and I intend to keep it.
Eric,
think there's a
his
traitor.
face, he knew
Yeah.
in that moment. Oh
I've
my
been betrayed.
God. I have been betrayed. How did my magic eyes not see? How did my magic ears not hear?
Ain't no magic in either one of them, including that mind. No magic.
Including that mind.
Whatever Rob said, you did.
Yes.
A puppet, a perfect puppet. He played you like a fiddle from
Seriously.
You were the perfect traitor pick. He knew what he could do.
Yes.
And also, I really do not think that Rob ever thought that he was going to win this game with you. I think that he did it out of sympathy.
Yeah.
I think he really was very much like me and my boy on camera. But realistically, Rob was always taking that money for himself because he worked his ass off for that shit.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, of course, it's time to, they do like a little bit of banter about, who the vote should be.
Yeah. And Eric turns to Mara and says, you need
Bitch,
to
you better
question
start
why you
looking.
not questioning him. You need to question yourself when
Islander.
you question him.
What the hell? You need to look to your left, to your right.
And it's like, well, it's too late by then.
Yeah.
You can't have a game with just one person at the end. It has to be at least two people so that one person can reveal what they are and the other can reveal what they are.
Yeah.
It's over. You already know who won.
Yep.
And Mara's like, he can't be a traitor.
Yep. And damn well you didn't have no conversation with Mara, so you already know, damn, it's not like we finna do a Rob vote flip. I already know that's not coming. Damn, I'm up out of this castle.
Yeah.
So, of course, they go ahead and they vote. Of course, Eric votes for Rob because now he's feeling betrayed. Rob votes for Eric, of course, because he stuck to that pinky promise, and he also said, actually, it would be nice to only have the money to myself. And then Mara, of course, votes for Eric, and Eric is banished. So now we're at the end. It's just Mara and Rob. OMG. And now it's time for the big reveal.
What are you?
What are you, traitor or faithful? So Mara starts off with a little jokey joke. She said, Rob, I'm so sorry. And Rob gives his best fake shock. What? What are you about to say? Right? And Mara's like, I'm just kidding. I'm a faithful, right?
We're going to see if you calculate after this.
We'll see, girl. Ooh, wee. All right.
Ooh, wee.
So then it's time for Rob's reveal, and he's like, he can barely contain the smile that wants to just burst through his face right now. And he's like,
he did it.
And I've always been
A motherfucking
a traitor. And Mara's like, boy, you're right.
Boy, stop
playing.
Boy, yeah. Yeah, Mara.
He said, I'm not joking.
He said, I'm not joking.
You're joking.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Rob,
I can't fucking
you can't be
believe it.
serious. You're joking.
You're a fucking asshole.
He said,
Stop talking.
I
Stop
am
talking.
serious. I am a traitor. Mara's face.
Frozen.
A traitor. I'm so sorry. I'm a traitor. I'm serious.
No.
Turned into pancake batter. It dropped like that. Okay?
Quick.
It was from smile, like, oh my God, I can't wait. I'm about to win this money with, my friend who we protected each other all the way to the end. And then her face when she realizes, oh my God, I've been played this whole time. And everybody tried to tell me for the last 3 days that my ass was being played. And I did not want to believe them.
Didn't.
Just her, it was a full body disappointment in that moment. And it was good to watch. It was good to watch. We knew that. Oh, so of course, you already know.
Rob.
Mara's stunned. Rob is rich. Okay.
Yep. A winner chicken dinner.
Rob is a winner chicken dinner. Not before Mara tells him, you have embarrassed me. Please don't speak. Leave me alone.
Shut up.
I am embarrassed.
I look way too good to be this embarrassed.
Okay.
You did though, girl.
You did. You looked good though. But yeah. So Rob from Love Island, baby, you are our winner to the tune of $220K plus dollars.
Congratulations, Rob. We knew you'd take it by the time you. Let me tell you something.
When you got Lisa out,
When
I
you
was
got
like, ooh.
Lisa and Candace out,
We knew.
Oh,
I said, oh, and then you recruited Eric, and I said,
Yeah,
oh,
oh,
brother.
he
But
got
by
a
the
puppet.
time we got to Natalie, there was always a bit of doubt.
uh-huh.
Right when we got to Natalie,
Yes.
and the two figure skaters couldn't stand on business.
Yeah.
The two people who in their profession have to balance on blades on ice and spin and twirl and flip and all that mess.
Yeah.
The two people who should have had the most standing on and balanced business. Sloppiest one.
Yep.
Zeros across the board.
Zeros across the board. Once you got Natalie out,
Yeah.
it was over. I said, "Oh, he's got it."
over.
That's all we knew. We said, "Oh, that's it. It's his. It's his." There was
Yep.
no way that it couldn't be his. It would be crazy if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it would be realistic.
Yeah.
I'd be Tara and Johnny thinking, "Oh no, it's not going to be him. Surely we can get someone else. Someone's going to win. Surely." No.
Yeah.
No.
They tried to sow us with little seeds of more doubt throughout the episode, but we knew.
That
We
was her
knew.
homie.
She
was never letting up.
She was never, because even whenever Tara brought her name up again, Rob's name up again, she said, "Oh, I can't think it can't be him."
She said he's
I just
protecting
can't-
you.
I can't see it.
You can't see it because you're being protected.
Yeah. You're
Have you
being
ever wondered why
protected.
you're the only Islander
Yes.
here, and it's only the two of y'all that came
She's
here?
wondered why she was there, period.
Period.
I would have been like, I don't know. Why are y'all the only two Olympic people here? Y'all was the only Olympians, and y'all made it to the end. I don't
We
know.
are. And Eric's the only musician and singer, and he made it to
Exactly.
the end.
It seemed like the
Only magical eater.
But whenever it comes to
only.
strategy, you think me and Tara sitting up all night talking about, so who we gonna get next?
Right.
Girl, we just found out that salmon is always on the menu just an episode ago. I just thought it was coincidence that we have salmon every day.
Yes, I totally forgot about that moment. Oh, my God.
goodness. That's so funny.
Yeah, that was the
That was the
end. I
season.
mean, I thought that was a pretty good ender. I mean,
Yeah.
the way it literally went in the exact order that we pretty much predicted. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Producers, hit us up.
Hey, you need us? Need some help?
We got you.
We got you.
Clearly.
Over here. We would love to talk to you about the reunion, but sadly,
Snooze.
there wasn't much to talk about. It was a very, 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 very
Lackluster.
boring reunion. It didn't stay on topics that needed to be stayed on for a minute. I really do think we should have addressed Tiffany and Eric and the
Yes.
magical ears moment.
Yes, we should
And what he
have.
heard. And we did address it, but it was so small.
Yep.
They moved on from it. I
Yep.
think that the Tara and Natalie thing
Yep.
with Tara and Johnny being all the way in Milan for the Olympics, disjointed. But then Natalie being there, and Natalie very much on the couch seemed impressed. And Tara and Johnny not really giving a fuck because they're in Milan. I mean, understandable, but girl, this happened how long ago? And whatever, I just think that things should have.
Yeah. Natalie wanted to get into it, and they cut it. They were
They cut
like,
it.
okay, let's move on. I'm like,
No,
no.
because this was not an isolated incident. This was a pattern
Yes.
of theirs.
Thank
it would be
you.
different if that was. Well, no, it wouldn't be different because they still fucked up. It should have been talked about. It wasn't just the one time. They done it multiple times.
like
in the
3
previous-
banishments in a
Yeah, 3 banishments in a row. They were coming to people with some shit, being like, "Okay, yeah, we'll do it." And then once they get to the table, it's
Feet should have been held to the fire, and it wasn't.
Yep.
literally
So for a lot of people, it kind of really was not held to the fire, and I do feel like that's a big.
And then to give Colton that whole fucking, basically a segment
They
of
did.
bullshit, and then be like, "Oh, thank you, Colton, for telling us your story." He didn't say anything. He said a bunch of word salad.
I think that he legit was like, I want to be able. People have been talking a lot about this, and I want to be able to set the record straight on the finale.
Whatever.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
And
cares.
you said the exact same thing that you said to like an outlet directly after you got banished from the castle. You know, when the episode aired, that when you got banished from the castle, murdered from the castle.
Yes.
You said the exact same thing, the exact same way, the exact same words. So you came up here with your PR statement. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We didn't talk about why everybody was on Ron's ass.
Right.
And Ron was nobody, but just walking
Literally.
around.
Yeah.
We addressed Ron and what the
Yeah.
things that he said in his press since then. But I
didn't talk
don't
about the
think
castle.
that we didn't talk about all the things that happened in the castle. But what was pointing everybody to Ron? Can we talk about that? Well,
Yeah.
Ron he didn't want to connect. Okay, great. But what else?
Yeah.
Besides not wanting to connect.
Besides that,
Yeah. What did you guys
That
see?
was the main thing. Okay. you know, I
But
think
y'all was
that,
really on his head.
and Dorinda and Ron was not addressed.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a legal reason, if I don't know who was what, but
I don't
Dorinda
know.
and Ron wasn't addressed. I don't think a lot of things were addressed in the reunion. And it was filled with a bunch of cockamamie.
Yeah. A bunch of montages and fake awards and little mini-sodes of love Highland and all this. The first one, I was like, okay. But once we got down to 3 and 4 of the bullshit, I was like, oh my God. We just got like probably a good 10 to 15 minutes just ate up of our time out of this reunion where we could have actually talked about real issues that happened in the castle. And we didn't even get to touch on them at all.
We didn't. So I think that the reunion could have done better. I don't know what needs to be changed in that formula.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was edited properly. For them to be Andy Cohen to have been up there all day and y'all give us an hour of that, there must have been a lot that y'all probably couldn't show or just, I don't know what's going on, but that was not a good reunion. And that's why they say, we're going to release it on the same day.
Yeah. I'm like, they probably had to
knew.
pull that together and cut and make up some of that montage. Shit,
it was wild
because it didn't make any sense.
Tiffany, you look good though,
you
girl.
look good,
Ian,
Tiffany.
you look good.
Monet Exchange.
Steven looks good, honey. Rob, I seen you with them cement. You got them cement Jordans on. This
Rob, I love your Lisa Rinna sticker.
Mara,
that
you
was
look
a
good too,
Easter
girl.
egg.
Mara looked good.
Always.
I loved Lisa's fish. She looked like a little champagne bottle to
She
me.
did.
I loved it.
Candace
had that curl.
Candace,
That wouldn't quit, baby.
That wouldn't quit. Had that curl in the front that wouldn't quit.
Sure did.
Dorinda had
with them
her
blue.
flip.
Oh yeah, Ron looked really
Ron
good.
was in blue.
I really liked his
Royal
outfit.
blue, Ron.
Because I mean, I'm sorry, y'all, but the outfits is all we could really talk about because
Yeah,
wasn't
there was
much
nothing
going on.
Snooze fest.
Yeah.
Snooze fest, indeed.
How disappointing. Our prediction at the end of that, we said probably because before the reunion aired, the cast members were talking about how so much heat went down at that reunion and how it was crazy. So for us to see what we saw, it was like, well, what happened? But I feel like we did get like a little bit of a taste of probably what all that heat was, and it was none other than Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport in there thinking it was a goddamn Real Housewives reunion. Andy told him like, calm down, like basically like stop. This is not
Traitors.
Real
Right.
Housewives. Like, and he's up there literally quoting Real Housewives things all fucking night. Clip. When I talk to you, you don't speak. Clip. I'm quoting the great. Shut the fuck up. I don't care who you talk about. This is Traitors.
That all could have been clipped from the reunion.
Literally. Yes, it
Literally
could
all
have.
of Michael's parts. We could have substituted that for something else, but
Yeah.
whatever.
He was so rude and just nasty. And like, I could understand if the things he was saying was like wild, but it was within the context of the conversation and it was actually moving the conversation forward and things were happening, but it wasn't. It was just nothing but pure disruption, distraction, and insanity.
Precisely. So I'm sorry if y'all were disappointed by the reunion because we all were. But
yeah, we have nothing to say about
hey, the finale, it went exactly how we predicted, and you know it.
And I'm glad Rob got that money. And I know Rob's new girlfriend is happy she got in when she did, baby.
And she did.
Period.
He said, been 2 months. 2 months, that's not your girlfriend. Y'all just dating. No, that's your girlfriend. Claim her.
That's his girl.
Shit.
Yeah. Only 2 months though. She said, "Thank you, Jesus. I got in at the right time."
So the money runs out.
Period. But yeah, wow, this has been such a fun ride. Thank y'all so much for joining us over these last few weeks of the Traitors. Being here for our recaps, being here for our reviews. Thank you to all the people that have subscribed during this whole series. All the lovely commenters, all the people that have hopped on over into our discussion group. We love y'all as well. You can still hop on over in there.
We're going to be there.
We're going to be there. We're going to be talking. There's still much to do about a lot of shit in the world to talk about. So, yeah. Get on up in that discussion group. Let's talk. Let's chat. And don't forget that we also have our podcast right here where we are on season 8. Okay. You can watch the videos here or click the link and, go ahead and listen on your favorite streaming platform as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we exist. Thank y'all so much. We love you.
We love y'all.
And we'll see y'all back in our podcast streets.
Peace out. And if you want us to review something else, you let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us
know. Or in the
know.
discussion. Or in the DMs. Or in everywhere. You know where to find us.
Yeah, what else should we talk about?
We made it here.
What other series? Let us know because this was so fun. But we love y'all so much. We'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Bye.
Right? Bye.